The Satphone buzzed against my chest plate. I almost ignored it. Mid-infil, low crawl, night vision painting the world in green silence. But command never called without reason. I pressed the receiver. Static. Then a woman's voice, clipped, clinical. "We're treating your daughter. Shattered arm. Internal bleeding." A second voice broke through, small, cracked, trembling. "Dad, Mom's boyfriend did this. He made me lick his toilet seat." My gut froze colder than any battlefield. The phone shifted hands. My CO's voice, steady, no hesitation. "Mission aborted. Blackhawk is yours, no questions." I didn't blink, didn't speak. I just turned, signaled extraction, and strapped in. The blades chopped the night apart. I felt nothing. Not the desert air, not the weight of the rifle across my chest. Just a hollow certainty I was coming. Her words replayed in the roar of the rotors. Not the injury, not the hospital, the boyfriend. The word mom, my wife, the woman I once believed in. The one who swore fidelity when I was deployed, who kissed me on tarmacs, who sent photos of bedtime stories. Now the mask slipped. A boyfriend. Not a slip, not a mistake, a fixture. I thought about how she'd laugh on the phone, telling me she missed me. How she'd spend weekends visiting her sister. How my daughter sometimes asked if Mom's friend could stay over. The pieces aligned with surgical cruelty. I had ignored the small alarms. Because it was easier. Because believing the lie was less painful than facing the fracture. Now my daughter lay broken because I chose blindness. The betrayal wasn't just her body in another man's bed. It was my little girl's voice, choking on shame, whispering horrors through a scrambled line. And the one person meant to protect her stood laughing in my place. I landed stateside under cover of dawn. No parade, no reunion, just silence and the smell of jet fuel. I didn't rush to the hospital. Not yet. A soldier doesn't walk blind into a trap. Instead, I gathered intelligence. Her phone records, bank statements, location data. The boyfriend's name surfaced easily. Arrest history, assault charges buried. Debt that vanished the day she co-signed an account. I watched him from a distance, a parasite in civilian clothes. The way he carried himself, entitled, predatory. The way she looked at him, giddy, careless, as if forgetting she was a mother. My daughter's cast was still fresh when I saw them together. Her smile, his hand at her back, like I was already erased. I didn't confront, not yet. I spoke softly to my daughter, listened, gathered every fragment she offered. Each detail drove the blade deeper, but I held steady. Because rage untempered is sloppy, and I had no intention of being sloppy. The hospital released her after a week. She came home with me. But I didn't go back to that house. Instead, I waited, compiled, built the case piece by piece. Surveillance photos, bank transfers linking her to him. Her messages, laced with contempt for me, lust for him. And worse, the reports from child services I pulled strings to access. Complaints from neighbors, a teacher's note about bruises unexplained. The truth was uglier than infidelity. It was abdication. It was complicity. She didn't just betray me, she betrayed our child. The night I laid the folder before her, she laughed at first, nervous, defensive. Then she read. The laughter drained into silence. Her hand shook. "You went through my life," I interrupted. Calm, cold. "No, I went through the wreckage you left behind." Her eyes darted, her face broke. I stayed motionless. Because the storm belonged to her now, not me. I didn't hit him, didn't scream at her. Violence would have been mercy. Instead, I made them watch as I slid duplicate folders across the table. One for the police, one for child services, one for his parole officer, and one waiting with my attorney. "You won't see her again," I said simply. She knows the truth now, and soon, so will everyone else. Her mouth opened, closed. Tears blurred her face. He cursed, fists clenching, but he didn't move. He knew what exposure meant. I stood, took my daughter's hand, left the papers behind like a live grenade with no pin. Their silence followed me out. It wasn't victory, it was execution. Now nights are quieter. She sleeps down the hall, her breath steady, unbroken. Sometimes she wakes crying. I sit beside her until she remembers she's safe. I don't mention her mother. I don't whisper promises. I simply stay. Because staying is something her mother never learned. The betrayal still burns, but differently now. Less fire, more frost. It no longer consumes me. It preserves me. People think revenge is loud, explosive. They're wrong. Revenge is silence. It's absence. It's the empty chair at the table they'll never reclaim. And when I close my eyes, I see one thing clearly. They thought they shattered me, but all they did was free me.